The Snowmen by Jeff Swanson and John Dart. Fade in. Exterior snowfield, Greenland, 1944, night. A panoramic snowfield. A pristine landscape of snow in the bright moonlight. Not a sound but the wind. Soon the sound of a motor drowns out the wind noise. A small T-15 snow tractor appears. The driver is bundled up in a parka and goggles. This is Captain Wells. Suddenly the T-15 rolls to a stop. Wells can't get it in gear. With a groan, he climbs out of the cab. He pokes a flashlight around underneath the T-15. On a nearby hilltop, another man exits a shack. This is Major Ted Chapman, 35. He stands on an overlook. Below, the square roofs of a number of shacks are visible almost buried in the snow. Smoke rises from chimneys. Chapman turns to look out onto the white snowfield. Black shapes catch his eye, Wells and the T-15, but something doesn't look right. There's a depression in the surface of the ice. Chapman's gaze travels along it.
Crevice.
And Wells and the T-15 are dead center in the middle of it. In the crevasse, in a cavernous empty space, through a very thin sheet of ice, Wells and his flashlight can be seen glowing above. On the ice, using the butt of the flashlight, Wells hammers something under the T-15. Bang, bang, bang. On the hill, Chapman sees the ice crack. A black scar grows and races toward Wells.
Crevice! Crevice! Run!
On the ice, Wells hears nothing because of his earmuffs, but he feels the ice rumbling beneath him. He looks up to see the black opening. It swallows him up. On the hill, Chapman is stunned. Wells is gone. The snowmobile sits alone at the edge of the pit. In the crevasse, snow sits down and the rumbling dies away. Wells lies crumpled on a tiny ledge. He stirs, bloody but alive. Up above him, the moon shines through the gaping hole, as well as the glint of metal, the front of the snowmobile. On the ice, the T-15's motor coughs. The gear shift moves with a ka-chunk. The T-15 surges forward. In the crevasse, Wells cranes his head to look up. The T-15 noses over the edge and falls straight at him. Blackout. Exterior, Bluey West 1, day. Super. Bluey West 1, American base, Greenland, February 1944. A drab collection of huts in the dimness, a landing strip surrounded by some vehicles and hangars. General Hedges, 50s, a rugged man with kind eyes at the wheel of a jeep. Barking dogs are heard. Major Benoit, 40s, a narrow man with a grumpy mouth, sits in the back seat. Angle widens to reveal the jeep is being drawn by a dog team. A plane roars by overhead. Hedges looks up.
Ah, there's our boy.
You know, it ain't too late to turn that plane right around.
Hedges ignores him.
Just promote one of them men already up there. Chapman, Miller, hell, anybody.
It's not that simple. That place is a well-oiled machine. They just need that one little piece.
Well, that one little piece is a borderline sight case.
Ah, boy went through some tough business.
That's an understatement.
He got a little shaken up, but that's war. He's fine now. Quit harping on it.
Benoit throws up his hands.
Besides, he's the only captain we got.
Exterior, Bluey West 1, airfield, day. A plane taxis to a stop. The jeep pulls up alongside, and Hedges sets the handbrake. Captain John March, 23, a slight sandy man with glasses, emerges from the plane carrying his duffel. He's shocked by the wind and cold.
Captain March!
Interior Hedges office, day. More like a hunting lodge than an office. Two polar bear heads flank a giant mountain fish. In one corner are huge St. Bernard pants. In the other, Benoit sips coffee. Hedges slurps from a mug, then fixes March with an appraising stare.
Ice House is a weather station above the Arctic Circle, 500 miles north of here. Group 12, well, 11 now. Commander died last week. Accident. We're sending you out to replace him.
March's mouth falls open.
General, I thought I was going to be working here. I'm in supplies now.
Sorry, just a little misdirection in case Jerry's listening.
March is wretched. Like a caged animal, he's desperate for a way out of this.
General, please. No way am I right for this. I've got no experience in cold temp.
You've got experience in severe environments. Hot, cold. What the hell's the difference?
March opens his mouth to complain more, but Hedges shushes him. Hedges sits back, chair creaking.
Look, those boys know their business pretty well. That base just about run itself. Fact is, the Army likes all its chairs filled, and I think it's time you got back to command.
March's expression disagrees.
Okay, here's the thing. 4 months from now, the ice breaks up. We send in a boat with a new crew, and everyone goes home for good, including you.
The effect in March is dramatic. He slowly sits back and relaxes. Exterior plane, Greenland sky, night. A B-25 bomber flies from left to right. The name of the plane, Carmen Miranda. Above that, the famous fruit-hatted singer depicted voluptuously. Interior plane, night. In the cockpit, pilot Captain Phillips and co-pilot Lieutenant Edwards look confident and professional as they attend to their duties. Sergeant Flint, the top turret gunner, looks out his plexiglass dome atop the aircraft. Flint climbs down into the belly of the plane, joining March, radio man Sergeant Sharp, and navigator bombardier Lieutenant Howard.
Boy, top turret gunner's gotta be the boringest goddamn job in Greenland. There ain't a Messerschmitt for 1,000 miles.
He sits down next to March and chucks him on the shoulder.
You know, if back in Boots someone said you and me meet up again in a place like this,
Great to see you again, Harry.
heard from any of the other guys?
March's face darkens. He looks away.
No.
He's not telling the truth, but Flint doesn't realize it.
Yeah, me neither. Here, let me double check your chute.
Why? You guys planning on getting shot down or something?
Flint stares at March, realizing he's not been told.
They didn't tell you? Oh, brother. There ain't no place to land up there, get it?
I can't jump out of this plane. I haven't done that since boot.
Don't worry about it. It's like riding a bike. Besides, you're in expert hands. We've been dropping supplies up there for the last year and a half.
Dropped any men?
Supplies? Men? What's the difference? We always hit the target.
Howard and Flint share a sardonic look. Obviously they don't. March sits back, hugging himself against the cold, angry and scared. Exterior plane, night. The Carmen Miranda's bomb bay doors open. Interior plane, night. Wind and snow scream in. The men have to yell over the noise. Flint and Howard check out some canvas bags. Flint beckons to March, who scoots forward.
When we give you the high sign, hit the silk.
Flint crouches next to Howard, their backs to the cold wind streaming in the open bay bomb doors as they keep an eye on Howard's pocket watch. Sudden turbulence. March holds on tight. Howard gets jostled. The pocket watch flies out. Howard nearly follows it, but Flint grabs and rights him. The two look up at a chronometer in the plane.
5, 4,
Heavy turbulence. They hold on tight.
3, 2.
They turn and point to no one. March is gone. Flint and Howard exchange glances. Exterior Greenland sky, night. March tumbles through the sky. It's too dark and stormy to tell which way is up. March fumbles for the ripcord and pulls it. The chute pops open and jerks him wildly in another direction. March flails through the sky, backward. Behind him, a dark rock pinnacle rears out of the storm. It blindsides him. He goes spinning and gets tangled up in the strings. The wind catches the chute and blows him hard. Down below, he can make out jagged white and black shapes. What's land and what's snow? Unexpectedly, he crashes down into water. In the water, March splutters and gasps for air. The chute is a nightmare of silk and tangled cords. March goes under. The ice bumps together above him. He struggles. He's going down. All is lost. Suddenly, hands reach in and pull him out of the water. Dark, silhouetted figures loom over him. March struggles a bit, then blacks out. Exterior African desert, night. Flashback. Desert in the moonlight, an installation in the middle of nowhere. March, terrorized, walks through a scene of destruction. On the ground are forms that look like dead bodies. Kaboom! March is blown backward. Multiple explosions roll huge fireballs into the sky. On his back, March stares up at the yellow flames. Match cut to interior radio shack, night. The flames of a kerosene lantern dance on the lenses and glasses worn by Doc Stubbs, 28, who leans over March, who lies on a cot. Lieutenant Chuck Miller, 23, sits in a chair close by. Doc gently eases the disoriented, agitated March back down.
Relax, relax, you're safe.
Where am I?
You're at Ice House, weather station. I'm Doc Stubbs, this is Lieutenant Miller, your XO.
March breaks off in a short coughing fit.
That don't sound so good. Lie back and rest. Got everything under control. You just sleep.
Welcome to the weather service. How do you like it so far?
Too weak to remain upright, March sinks back into his cot.